reimbursements are going down, costs are going up. We have a shortage of ophthalmologists that's going to get worse. We have a shortage of staff that's going to get worse. And we try to solve that with technology. Now, in your point of view, what is the role of technology in order to address this problem?
Yeah, good question. I think we're in really exciting times in ophthalmology, but the times are changing, and we as a field face a lot more challenges in terms of economic pressures, and also the challenge of doing more with less. There are more patients that need to be taken care of. So I think technology and the efficient use of technology is going to play a critical role in helping us as providers serve more patients efficiently, economically, and with the highest quality of care.
You do a lot of cataract surgeries every year, and we've already talked to a couple of other ophthalmologists, and they told us about neck problems, neck surgery that is required. Now, how significant is that issue in your personal experience in your clinics?
Sure, it's very real, and I'm 51. I last couple years have been doing over 3,000 cataract surgeries a year, and my body feels it. I have a massage therapist that I see once every 2 weeks. I have a chiropractor. So the wear and tear is very real. And the reality is, in our field, the average provider is in their 50s. And so we all have to do more. So we have to stay healthier, and ergonomics plays a tremendous role in letting us keep on doing what we do at a high level.
And I think also a big part of like the neck problems and the wear and tear of ophthalmologists is how they're sitting at the scope, right? So the microscope
Correct.
plays a great role in that. And there have been a lot of digital microscopes coming out lately, 3D microscopes. Where do you see the advantages and disadvantages?
Yeah, I think the advantage of the digital microscope is additional data input, providing kind of the analogy would be World War II fighter pilot with a traditional microscope versus an F-35 fighter pilot that has the virtual helmet. So the amount of data and information that we can receive as surgeons can be vastly augmented through technology. And I think that's one of the areas where having digital scopes and VR, these kind of components can really add to the quality of care, because we're getting all this information real time.
Are there any disadvantages that you see in digital microscopes, and especially 3D microscopes with the big screens?
Currently, and I have experience with these, I think there are twofold. One is we as surgeons can pick up the latency, so that the transmission time has to be virtually seamless, and in terms of what we see and what we do, the eye-hand latency has to be almost imperceptible. I think another one is the ergonomics right now, right? And so if you have a large screen, if you have to alter your body and look around and kind of peer around the column, so to speak, then you're defeating the ergonomic purpose of virtual and digital kind of the milieu. You want that to be part and parcel of the ergonomics.
Before we started, you got to play around a bit with the IQ Flow.
Yeah, you have very exciting technology.
Exactly. And it's got what we call the chip on tip, so the camera is right there at the tip. And we obviously also are thinking about using this as an endoscopic visualization tool. Now, if you're imagining using this in combination with the IQ Surgery View, which would bring that view of the endoscope really into your view of the microscope, so it's going to be picture in picture, what procedures or what applications can you think of where this would be beneficial to you?
Sure. I think this also goes back to part of our passion and love for our field. We are one of the only fields where we as surgeons are able to visualize almost the entirety of the organ system that we care for. And so the device takes that to another level in terms of the resolution, in terms of the access to spaces that ordinarily are inaccessible through a traditional microscope. And as I'm an anterior segment surgeon, and so to be able to really visualize the angle in very fine detail will allow a lot of anterior segment surgeons that traditionally have not been comfortable in glaucoma procedures to be more comfortable, because when you see what you're doing, that's a majority of the battle. And then also, given the fine resolution and the accessibility, I'm excited about visualizing areas that are black boxes to me in terms of the sulcus, and then obviously for the ciliary space and these aspects. All of these areas now become directly visualized, and so once you see things, then you can do things much more accurately and safely.
Switching gears a bit, as Icuity, as you know, our mission is to come up with technologies that will improve outcomes, but also save time and cost.
Sure.
How important is that consideration of saving time, saving cost when you are considering acquiring or purchasing a new technology? How does that stack up in your decision making?
Oh, it's all important, right? The classic phrase of time is money is more real than at any other time in healthcare. But also, I'd like to add on, I think it's time is money is value. I think where our resources are more precious, but the value that we provide our patients has never been more important. And so when you can find that medium where you can provide a extremely high, if not higher level of surgical care to more patients in an efficient manner, then the value and the economics naturally work. I've always had the saying is that if you just put the patient care first, the money does come. I think now we're in an era where you have to be very mindful of that, and you can't waste resources, but there are tremendous opportunity of leveraging technology so that you can do more, better, faster, cheaper, and still have even greater outcomes than before. That's, I think, the exciting crossroads.
What excites you about Icuity? Any specific products or any part of the company that you feel just stands out?
Sure. For me, it's the people. It's this is why I've been involved for so long, is that when you have the right people come together with a vision, magic happens. And I think what excites me about Icuity is the whole process and environment that it creates. I think that in general, in our field, there's momentum towards more office-based environments. I think that the traditional healthcare model of different components of care being segregated in different facilities is changing. The economics are changing. And so by creating a system which allows for highest quality of care with the flexibility and adaptability of functioning in various integrated environments, depending on the micro ecosystems of where different healthcare systems, individual providers, practices are. I think that flexibility holds tremendous value for the patient. I think that we're in an era where there are areas where access is becoming harder. Mm-hmm. And access is becoming restricted on various levels, even from an anesthesia standpoint, from a facility standpoint. And so when you can create an environment which can overcome these barriers easily, then you have a very exciting, opportunity.